Welcome to Quoi Neuf podcast. I am Mekang the Contentpreneur, and today I will be your host.
They say that in today's world, your net worth is your network.
But if you focus with people that are around you and you guys collaborate and grow together, you see that you guys are going to move easily. Collaboration is very important because it opens doors for me. I hope it does for you too.
But what if your most valuable asset is actually your content?
Some people that just pick up their phones, right? They say if you have a phone, you can do, but the iPhone does not come with an eye.
Now, our guest today is someone who has mastered the art of content. She is known as the Content-Preneur, and she has mastered strategy and builds the bridges between passion and profit.
So I think like having the smaller base with those that you really need who are your target audience is 10,000 times better than having a viral post of people who are just going to come and just look at your page today and then they just flee off tomorrow.
So value over quantity.
Exactly.
Do you think that content creation is the new money?
You know this.
What's up, people? Quoi. Welcome to another episode of your weekly podcast where we get to sit down with creatives, entrepreneurs, innovators to have conversations around their field. Now, like I said in the introduction, we have an amazing guest. We always have amazing guests, but this guest, most of you will know her. So if you don't know her, she's known as the Content-Preneur. It's not just any kind of content. She has mastered strategy. She is she's going to tell everything that she does. But ladies and gentlemen, we have the one, the only, no counterfeits, the original. Here with us on Quoi. We have Mica. Hi.
Hi. That was too much propaganda for me.
No, I can back it up.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
8.
8. Oh, that's pretty good.
I mean, I'm pushing.
But before we continue, I have to tell you that you're looking so good. I love it when people put a lot of effort when it comes to their dressing. And even though it looks effortless, I love it when they come on sets looking fire. And she has done that. I like this kind of guest.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. Now the term that you've given us to introduce you is Contentpreneur. That's what most of us know you as, right?
Yes.
So if you can give us like a brief summary of who the Contentpreneur is, what it entails to be the Contentpreneur.
Wow. I wasn't expecting. So what would I say? I'm Mekang first. Mekang Christy. So I just woke up one morning and I pick up my phone and I was like, everybody's on TikTok, why not me? So I started posting TikTok videos like 3 years ago. Just my random TikTok videos. And then one day it kicked off. A brand reached out to me and they said, oh, we'd like you to create UGC videos for me. I was like, oh, so I'm being seen. So that kicked off a lot for me. I started being more consistent, creating content for brands, UGC, working with others behind the scenes. And I switched in. I just sneaked my way into videography because it was also content. But I think I had to come with like a different perspective because some people that just pick up their phones, right? They say if you have a phone, you can do, but the iPhone does not come with an eye. So, I actually what I do is I would like to like tell a story. Like if I'm shooting a video, I want it to have like a structure. Like there should be some form of coherence in the video because that's why I'm a UGC creator. Like that's why I have the name of Content-Preneur because I feel like everything should like follow a structure. Like if there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end, there's maybe a recap video. If it's a brand, you have to start thinking, okay, the brand concept, the brand color, what they don't like to see, what the fonts they would like to use. Some brands will give you briefs that will stress you. Sometimes you also have to outsource because I don't believe like you can do it all. Some people say you can do it all, but in cases where you cannot, give the tasks that you do not like to do, delegate it to someone else. Maybe outsource, pay, either ways. But the most important is that what keeps you in the middle is that you You draft how you like to film. Don't carry the work and give to somebody because you've lost your place in your own craft. Like you've lost your place. So you draft exactly how you want it to be, and then you carry this part and give this person. Say, okay, you're doing this part, but the whole concept, you are the one who has to come up with the
Just to
concept.
manage it. So it's like you're the engine and the
Yes.
brain and all the strategy. I mean, so before we continue, there's a game I love to play to kind of set up the
Okay.
mood. This or that. It's just very fast. You get to choose between this or that. I'm sure I know some of your answers, but still we're going to go with that. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I know you've just given us the answer to this, but still, do you prefer when you have like a laid out strategy or you love being spontaneous?
With brands, I love being a laid out strategy for brands.
Okay.
But myself, I can go spontaneously.
All right. Makes a lot of sense. I've seen some of your spontaneous videos, but we'll come back to that. So, reels or carousels?
Reels.
I mean, that's obvious. So, building a personal brand or a business brand?
You need you need both. Oh.
Actually.
I just started building a page for videography itself, and I'm also working on my personal brand. I swear that business page has not been having like even up to 30% of my attention. I schedule posts for the week and I disappear. So personal brand is more difficult, but since as I'm already there, it's easier for me to like just continue.
Continue, yeah.
So right now, personal brand.
Personal brand. All right. So, do you think that one person can just have one perfect post, or you prefer consistency to build a community?
One perfect post.
Like a viral post. You know, there are people that have one post and it just goes viral and they have like a lot of followers. Then there are people who build over time to build a community. So between the two, which will you prefer? Will you prefer to have a viral or a, well consistent community?
Okay, I got this from a YouTube creator. So
Okay.
he said he was having like over 1 million followers and he was an AI strategist. And he looked at this other lady who was also an AI strategist. So they are like competitors. But when he looked at her audience, she had like 200 consistent people who were behind her content. Like, let's say if you have 200 people who like your videos, let's say you have like about 5K followers or 10K if some people are really unengaged. So when he looked at the people that were following her, they were actually decision makers. Like those 200 people, you had like at least 50 who were at the top decision makers. Meaning that if they want someone and if they need an AI strategy, just come to her directly. But in his own 1 million followers, there is so much mix, so much mix, so much mix. You
Just
see
a
that
mass.
the mass. So he never knew that he never actually had like the decision makers that he needed in his follower base. So I think like having the smaller base with those that you really need who are your target audience is 10,000 times better than having a viral post of people who are just going to come and just look at your page today and then you just flee off tomorrow.
Makes a lot of sense. So value over quantity.
Exactly.
So long form content or short form content?
Short form content because it's easier to create.
But I don't know. I have this impression that short form content is harder to edit than long form content.
Oh, yes. It's harder to edit.
Because those 30 seconds, you have to do something
You have to
impressive
play around with.
with that.
I think the last video that I posted that took me this much time was the who is that girl transition?
Yeah, I saw that.
My
transition.
goodness, I've been on spiral for 3 days. Like, I keep on exporting. I'm like, CapCut is compressing my footage. I bring it back. I look again. I push this. I push that. So, in editing, the shorter format takes more.
Yeah.
But because I believe that long formats are not everybody first of all wants to watch long form videos. Like my creative dilemma, for example, I post like 2 minute videos to 3 minute videos. So people that come to watch are like people that want to learn. And it takes me lesser time sometimes to edit that, but the 30-second clips to gather
Transitions.
it. You need
They have to
gather
be
it.
perfect. They have to be seamless. Okay. You've spoken to us about how one day you woke up and you started putting out your content. It's been 3 years you've been putting out your content, and a brand reached out to you. So when did you decide? Oh, I'm going to be intentional about being the go-to person when brands want to create content. They need a strategist, or they need someone to create content for them.
Oh yeah, it was before the brand reached out to me.
Okay.
So I started putting in the work before they reached
They reached out
out
to
to
you.
me. That was like maybe like 4 months seriously into it because I had already been to it, but those 4 months before, 3 months before, I had like decided that okay, you know what, I have to pick up this year, and that was like December that the brand reached out to me. I was like, oh my god, thank God I'm ending this year with at least one
One brand
one brand
partnership.
gig. So from that point, I was like, if these people can call me, others can call me Sha. So I'm putting in my all, and they became a retainer. I retained them for like a good number of months before they had like the brand themselves decided to take a while to rebrand and then come again. That's when
Okay.
we like stopped working together. We had like a break, right? But the fact that they were a retainer spoke a lot to my soul.
I think it's really nice. You know, sometimes we don't think that what we are doing is kind of like it's kind of seen by people. Sometimes we just feel like,
Yes.
oh, we're having a good time, and then you just get that person that sent you that one message. Oh, I saw your content and I
Was somebody
learned a lot
like,
from it.
I saw you today on the way. I'm like, really? Oh God, I thought I was hiding.
You can't hide. Definitely, that's one thing that is for sure, right?
Yeah.
So now, it's one thing to be putting out content. It's another thing to turn your content into a valuable asset that kind of fuels the other things that you do that's making money from it. Because now almost everybody's on TikTok, everybody's dancing, everybody's putting out stuff, right? How do you make yourself stand out in a world that is full of noise and is full of everybody on the internet, because the world has become a digital village where everybody can have access to anybody? But how do you decide, or how are you intentional about standing out?
First of all, you have to be consistent. If they don't see you, they don't know you. You have to be there. You have to be like you have to make yourself in such a way that when somebody just go and search content creator, you pop up. I think this happened last week with one of my clients, right? So somebody came to their place and they were like, "Oh my god, when I searched you, your name popped up first." I was so happy. I was just sitting behind there and I was like, "Oh, thank God, we're doing the work." So you need to be visible. You have to be seen. If people don't know you, you have nothing, right? So apart from that, you have to put up content that has value. Like, okay, if I come and watch this content, I know that okay, this is what I'm going back with. Like, people just chase trends, and that's consistency for them. Like, I don't chase trends. I'm somewhere that I can see a trend passing in front of me for like 30 days straight, and I'm not going to be touched. I'm not going to be impressed or anything. Like, I'm one person that trends does not touch. But I do once in a while. So as I was saying, so if you want to make money online, first of all, you have to not focus on brand gigs. Brand gigs are good, but they are not always going to be there. Like if you don't have a retainer, or it's good to have a retainer, but what if you don't have? If you have people who are coming to work with you like once in a while, what you have to do is like you can try to get them a package. That I say, okay, I can provide 2 contents per week or 4 per month, and then you work with them like for a long period of time. Like say 6 months. Like you put yourself up for 6 months. In that 6 months, you're looking for another client. You're doing other things. Maybe you're covering events because now most content creators are also into videography. You're covering events, you're covering weddings, you're maybe working with an agency or something like that. So apart from that, there are different ways you can make money. In Cameroon, we don't have TikTok shop yet, but I think people are like finding different ways to have those foreign accounts right now, which also makes money. So we have brand gigs, we have UGC content creation. Content creation and UGC are two different things, please. So UGC is being in front of the camera with the brand's product, like you're actually promoting their product as a user, but you're being paid. That's the difference between content creation. I can be behind the scenes. I can be behind there and I'm just spiraling the I can be behind there, right? And then helping to create content for the
Content for
brand.
this,
I'm their content creator. Two different things. But they both bring money to the table, so you can be on both sides.
well, that settles it. Now, we have so many media platforms. There's TikTok, there's Instagram, there's Snapchat, all the works, right? And most people are feeling the pressure or the need to be everywhere at once. So, what is your own take on it? Is it important, or is it necessary for you to be on every single platform as a creator?
Platforms have received different content types. We have podcasts, we have Instagram, TikTok, which take videos, video format, right?
Yeah.
And we have podcast audio, right? And then we have YouTube that takes long format content, and TikTok and Instagram shorter format. So I don't recommend you. And we also have LinkedIn.
Yeah.
We have Medium, which is written, right? I don't recommend you being on all the social media platforms because at the beginning you're going to burn out. You're not ready for this one. You're going to seriously burn out. So you pick two. I pick two. I'm on other platforms, but I'm not there consistently. I pick two: Instagram and TikTok. You post the content on TikTok, you post it on Instagram, you post on Instagram, sorry, you repurpose it for TikTok. Being on many platforms is good. Maybe it's the visibility that you need, but I think if you're good at writing, right, you pick a platform that is good for writing. Maybe LinkedIn, Medium. If you're good at, if you love long format content, I think like those on YouTube are really enjoying because you create your long format reel of 30 minutes, you repurpose it into Instagram reels, TikTok videos, and you distribute it on each platform. At the same time, you carry your 30 minutes clip, right? That is 30 minutes of you talking, and you can also upload it on a podcast where they listen just to audio, right?
Yeah.
So you've taken your content and you've repurposed it for different platforms. But those who have a team, great. If you don't, pick two or three, maximum three, and then you stick to it, be consistent.
Okay. You've been mentioning this consistency. So for you, does consistency mean every single day, or does it mean maybe twice a week, 3 times a week on a format that people are used to?
I cannot give you a number for consistency, but I'm
Okay.
going to tell you how it works. At the beginning of creating content, you don't know what your audience wants. You don't know which content is going to hit, which one will not hit. So if you're posting 7 times a week, right? People even post 5 times a day. Posting more helps you realize what's quality because you're posting like one. Let's say you post 100 posts. Inside the 100 posts, you take your time and you look at the analytics. You see what's performing best, and you focus on that. So consistency helps you know the value. So it's when you know that value that you can now decide,
You can
okay,
be
now
able
that I
to
know that these
niche
people
down.
like this, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to reshare the days that I post this, maybe 3 times a week. I post minimum twice a week.
Okay.
So that's it. Consistency. You have to first of all go big before withdrawing yourself and coming down slowly.
All right. So take us through your content creation process. As you mean, a brand just reached out to you to create content for them. So what is your step-by-step routine to creating that content?
First of all, what's the aim and why? Why do you want? Why are you outsourcing somebody to create content for you? Because sometimes right now people already have content creators in their team, right? So why are you coming out for someone else? One. Secondly, what's the aim? What's the aim? After that, most of the times some brand come up with brief, right? Which
Yeah.
helps you. Easy from the brief, you know exactly what the brand wants and what they want to put out first. If they want to sell, if they want storytelling instead. Some brands just tell you that please just integrate it smallly into your content. Some will tell you that I want it outside, like I want it the big picture, like let them come and buy, let them come to my place. So after figuring out what they want, and sometimes you also have to ask them, is there a font you would like us to use? Is there a color you would not want us to use? All those things, ask. Is there a video you like us to recreate? I'm standing on this one because there's a backstory. So is there like ask them like, do you have inspos? Let them show you because when you continue creating, right, and they actually had something in their mind, and then now you finish creating, and they're like, no, this is not what we
There's this
wanted
thing that we
because there's
saw
something in their
somewhere.
head. There's something in their head that they wanted, but they did not let you know. So they ask them if they have inspos. If they say no, okay, fine. Some give you creative freedom, which is great. So you follow their brief. You start by looking for a hook, their selling point. You do competitor analysis, and their key selling point. That's what you're going to like use to hook the audience because that is why you should come to them and not their competitors. And then you end with a CTA. So you have hook, right? Let's say you have a story. You hook them. You bring out the problem, their selling point, and then you close with a CTA. That's it.
Now, the way you talk is like you've mastered this whole content thing. And I wanted to ask, aside showing up and your consistency, have there been studies that you've done? Has there been courses you've taken? Or it has just been a culmination of all your experiences?
It's been both. I took
Okay.
a course on video editing so that I should have a certificate because I did not really. I swear to you, today I've not gone through everything, but I wanted the certificate because once I was glancing through the whole topic, I was like, okay, I know this, so I need a certificate so that at least I can say, okay, I got this. It's important in that setting, right? Because everybody just wakes up and say, I do this, I do that. And then from my experiences too, I also took like few courses along the line, but my experiences are what really brought
What
me
up?
here.
Okay, that's really an interesting one. Now we see there was a time where everybody was like, "Oh, go into tech. That's where money is," and now it's content creation. Content creation. It's
Oh
like the
my God.
new oil. That's where the money is. Do you think that content creation is the new money?
You know, this question is funny because I'm a tech girl.
Ha! You're finished.
I'm finished. So I studied network engineering in school,
Okay.
and now I'm into content creation. So what did I tell you guys? I choose passion. I choose passion.
But where is the money? Like, do you think like the creator economy has the most, or there's some sort of boom in that sector at this moment?
Well, at this moment, it's a boom in the creator economy. Like everybody wants to belong. You know, when something is trending. At first, it was tech, right? People
Yes.
ran to tech. Now people are running back towards.
To content.
Yeah, I think you should just like pick what you love. Like if you love it, there will not be so much stress. Like you will not feel drained to an extent. Pick what you love and just follow it. As I did.
You know the way when you create content, or when I see your content, it's like it feels so effortless, but we know that the behind the scenes are not as effortless and seamless as we see. And you know there are periods of burnout, right? So when you are in that period of burnout or creative rot, what do you do?
I think last week I was about to enter burnout. I was like, no, it's not possible. So when I'm in a state of burnout, I take time off. I want to go out. I want to be like in a new space. I just want air. I just want to be in a new environment. Like let the tripod rest. I just want to be in a space where okay, let me just breathe, let me just protest my thoughts. Even if I'm not thinking about content creation or work or anything like, let me just be in a space where I've not been to before. Let them just be air. I just want to be free. That's it.
So you just change your
Change my
environment and
environment.
just do something new. I think it makes a lot of sense. You know, it kind of like refreshes your brain for new ideas to be able to come into that. Now we know that you have a segment or
It's
a
serious.
series. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. A series, creative dilemmas, where you
Okay.
solve the problems of creatives. So I've decided that today you're going to be our agony aunt. We have dilemmas.
With an S.
Yes,
Oh.
dilemmas for you to solve. Are you ready to solve
Bring it
them?
on.
Okay, our first dilemma. I've started getting client inquiries for my content creation services. The problem is I have no idea what to charge. I'm passionate about the work and want to be affordable, but I also know my value. I'm afraid of scaring people away with high prices, but I also don't want to undersell myself. How do I confidently set my professional rates?
Okay, she has not given us how long she has been in the field.
Makes sense. So let's break it down. If she has been there for a year,
Okay, if you have been there for a year, um, clients are making inquiries. I don't like that. I don't like when people are making inquiries. I like when you want to buy, because when you're making inquiries, you might be making inquiries to go back and compare, right?
yes.
So let's okay. She's a UGC creator who has been in the field for a year and doesn't know what to charge.
Yeah.
So what I usually generally recommend is you sit down, you process your thoughts. Okay, in this UGC field that I'm in, the tools I have, put down the prices of everything you have. Put down the price of everything that you have that helps you to create content. That's going to serve as your capital. You go to another side, you put down your internet connection, how much you use for internet, how much time is going to require you to work on this particular project, right? The hours of work that you're going to use, you put down all of that. So you factor the cost of everything, and from there you're going to be able to now know how much you could charge, because I cannot tell you how much you charge. So you put down everything that you use to create content and tools, and maybe if you need to outsource, if you're shooting outdoor, you factor the cost of all of that, and then you're going to know exactly how to charge a client. You're going to come up with your base rate, right? So you know that okay, this is my base rate, like minimum, right? Some people do have indoor and outdoor prices, right? But you already know that this is your base, so you're just going to be adding to that for a client for this scope of work. You're going to add to this for a client for outdoor work. So that's it.
All right. That makes a lot of sense. The next creative dilemma. I'm a lifestyle creator and I've been creating for 6 months. Now the algorithm favors trendy videos, but I prefer just doing authentic videos, but my growth has been stalling. So do I abandon my authentic style to chase trends for growth, or do I just stick to my authentic content? How can I find a balance that doesn't feel like selling out?
Okay, 6 months into the field, and what do you say? 6 months into the field, and you
The
feel
person
like
feels like there's no growth. It's like it's mostly trend that people are more interested in.
so. Remember what I said about consistency, right?
Yeah.
To post more for you to be able to determine what your content, what your audience love. So you're feeling like you're being authentic now, but your audience has not yet clicked that with you. You have to post more, and don't leave out the trends too. If you're actually new in the field, your account should actually have both. Blend in the both. Carry your content, carry your storytelling content. I hope your lifestyle content has incorporated your storytelling. Your audience knows who you are, why you're doing it, and why they should follow you on this journey. And then blending the trends, like you can do one trend per week. Let them know that at least
Yeah,
you're
keeping
feeling
up.
among, you're keeping up. I mean, it helps your page also be at the top. When somebody comes and search, they see that, okay, you've done the trend. They're like, okay, who is this person? Let's go see who the person is. You can blend in. Why not use a both? Because I said I'm not into trends, doesn't mean that you should not be into trends. So do what I say, not what I do.
Wow. Okay. What do you think is a major myth that people have about content creators or content creation?
They think it's not a job. They think it's not a job. Meanwhile, it fits people. Like people are actually living off content creation. I mean,
I mean,
I mean,
she's the living example. That's what she's trying to say. It's like, I mean, look at me.
so
What?
people think it's not a job, but I don't. This topic it hurts. People think it's not a job, but people live off it. Like sometimes people downplay because it's creativity. You know, this world is actually more difficult because when you're in the office, like you have a list of what you're expected to do. But when you're creative, there's no list.
There's no roadmap.
You can be going left and your client is expecting you to go right. There's no roadmap. It's even more difficult than being in the office because you're in the office, you know, okay, I'm okay from 9 to 5. You're creative. I'm editor by night. Everybody knows. Everybody in my DM knows that. Editor by night, creator by day. So I'm creating during the day, I'm editing at night. In the morning when everybody's waking up and going to do their different activities, I might be there too, but at night I was the one who was up. I'm the one who slept at 4 p.m. So it's actually a job, but it's a 247. It's not a 9 to 5.
She said it's a 247. It's not a 9 to 5. Word. Now, aside likes and followers, what is one metric that every content creator should pay attention to?
I pay attention to shares. Yeah, shares shows that your content is valuable and people want other people to see it. Apart from likes and comments, shares are very important.
And I think the algorithm has started favoring shares
Yeah,
more.
that's favorite
So
shares
it's
now.
like, oh, people think what you're saying makes sense. They
Other
want someone
myths.
else to see.
I think another one is people think that when you post your content, right, run and go and engage with your past comments, and it's going to show the algorithm that you're going to be you're more active. It's not true. Whether you go back and engage or anything, it's just going to show the person that you're active now, but it does not do anything
To the
initial to the
presenter.
algorithm.
Okay. Now this is the first time I'm hearing it, because every time I hear people say, "Oh, when you post, make sure you go and comment with the people. It's going to show them that you just posted," and I
I
think you
know, I
just
know. I
debunked
think I
it.
was also there, right? But I heard Moseri. Do you know Moseri? He's
Yes, the
the Instagram.
Instagram's marketing
Yeah.
dude or something.
So he has like Cures and A's every Friday or Saturdays. So I was there and I was like, you know what? Let me fire. So he said that it does not really have any impact on your content. It's good for your metrics. Like it shows that you're active. For brands, there's some brands that actually when they come to your comment section, they're checking if you're active, you reply your comments, you're active on in your comment section. Sorry, that's for them is a number one thing apart from consistency. So yeah, it's good for your engagement and everything. Engage with your audience for
With the
those who want
audience,
to
yeah.
build a community, especially. But it does not really like push the algorithm the way you think.
I think another thing is saves.
Saves,
When
yes,
people say
shares and saves.
saves. Okay. All right. So if you could give an advice to somebody that wants to start content creation today, what would you tell them?
I know everybody's saying just start. Pick up your phone and just start.
The famous
But
advice.
that's how I started. I picked up my phone and just started.
It just, what was the first thing you posted? Let's start from there.
I was doing challenges like okay, I see
Okay,
people
just
using this
like
sound.
challenge.
I use the sound too. And I kept on doing it, and then I started doing makeup videos like very cringe. I'm sure I'm taking them off my page. But
I
they're
would like
very
to see
cringe.
them. I'll go and find them. We might include it to this episode.
They were very cringe. I picked up my phone and I was like, okay, you know what? Let me start posting the videos. I just started posting it like, okay, guys, a day in my life, we're going to China more today. We're going to do my makeup today. Like, I do my makeup, I even stay home. Sometimes people just see me do makeup and they're like, where you going to? I'm used to. I do my makeup and I stay home. I shoot my videos and after that, I just take it
Yeah.
off.
Now, I've seen some of the challenges you've done.
No, I don't like this.
Don't worry, calm down, calm down. I've seen you on a bike,
Oh,
doing your makeup on a bike. And the first time I was like, dear, how did you do that?
Jesus Christ, I almost lost my life. I almost lost my life that day.
Tell me about the whole process that came to you deciding that, okay, today we're going to do the makeup on
And
a
you see people
bike.
doing it. I saw my Nigerian friend do it, and I was like, girl, after you know who's next, right? She just laughed and she was like, I know, right? I was like, okay. I planned a shoot day with another creative, but looks like that time, I don't know what was happening in her street. The street we initially had to use, so she was like, she won't be able to make it. So, of course, I called my friend came through for me. Shout out to Belinda. So I was like, girl, I have to shoot this video today. She was like, okay, let's go do it. I came to her place at Olimbe, and so we decided to go. We took a bike, right? And we proposed to pay him 5K. And he was like, okay, let's go. So we started the video at Olimbe Road. So she sat down. Note how the bike is like this, right? So the bike
Yeah.
man sits first. So she sat down facing me. And
So
then I
she can
sat.
film.
Yeah. And then I sat facing her. And the
Wow.
bike was rolling. We're like, Mr. Man, roll slowly. Oh. Don't from here. So I was doing my makeup. So I was like, please give me this. She'll pick it up. She'll give me this. She'll pick it up. She'll give me like, she was really supportive. Like, I don't think I've done it alone. No way. So she'll pick it up. She'll give me. She was filming. And then she was also taking the impressions of people beside me, the passerbys. And then guess what? The bike broke down. Damn. The bike broke down. So we had to stop. We paused with the makeup. So he had to go fix his bike. And so I called another bike. I was like, I cannot wait for this man. Nobody needs to stop me today. I called another bike. He came. We finished doing the makeup, right? We paid him. He dropped us there. And then now we waited for the other bike man to come and pick us up and take us back home. That was how I filmed that video. But I think while the first guy was filming, right? I don't know, he almost tripped on the road. Like, I felt my heart skip. Like, ooh, what's happening? That's when I don't know, he had a tire puncture or something. Before now, we use now the second bike man. My heart went inspired. I was like, God, how do I explain? My friend, like, she has nothing to do in this.
For the love of
But
content.
for real. Like, we literally risk our life doing some certain things. Like,
But I think it was so fun. It was so exciting.
it was so fun and exciting. But when I got done, I was sunburnt.
Oh,
I was brown down here.
you never expected
I
it.
never expected it. I was like, what? I was hurt, but it was fun. It was worth the experience.
Now we're talking about some of like the fun things you've done for your personal brand. Now I want to hear some of your outrageous interactions with brands that you've worked with. Earlier on, you mentioned how some brands will have certain things they want in their head and they tell you to do what you want. Later, they give you, brands can be crazy. But for you, what's one of the craziest experiences you've had with a
Craziest.
brand?
Craziest. I don't know. I don't know.
I think you've had good experiences with brands.
Most of the times they were good.
Mm.
But I think this one that I did not like. I did not like this stress because I filmed this video twice.
Okay.
So they said they wanted a video. They told me that they wanted, okay, this video had to be a talking head video. But they sent me a video at the beginning that they just wanted it to be a talking head video, like the way this girl is talking. That's all. That's all they said. So over now, I've done a talking head video, but I did it outside. They were like, no, they don't want it to have the same concept like the first one. It has to be indoors, this and that. I was like, fine. I redid it indoors. They were like, no, we don't want it like this. I was like, what do these people really want? I mean, this is the second time. I sent it, they said no. Then they were like, we want a studio feel, blah, blah, blah. I was like, wait, you people could not say it from the beginning. Because the first video they sent to me, that's what the vibe was like. Like, someone was sitting down, like, it was a little bit like studio feel, but it was not really studio feel, right? But they had to just say, like, okay, sitting down, like, talking head, and then studio feel, like, just say what you wanted to say from the beginning. They did not say, I was pissed. So I had to go and film back for a third time before they approved it. I was very angry. I've never filmed a video three times. Tries? Ha! You guys are trying.
And I think that's why the importance of, asking the right questions early on helps you to kind of like
Exactly.
reduce, the stress that will come after, so that you know that, okay, we had this agreement. So anything that comes
Comes
after
after.
that, it's on your head.
Yeah.
Now, you've been doing content for 3 years now, right? What are the biggest lessons you've learned about being the contentpreneur?
Stick to your morals. They're going to tempt you. They'll tempt your gods in this industry. Stick to your morals.
The way you're laughing is like there's a story behind that, and now I'm
I think I
interested.
remember once a brand reached out to me. I don't know if they're an agency or something. They wanted to work with me. They said, "Oh, sorry, we have to boost your account first." I was like, "Huh? My own account. When you want to boost my account, else will not work with you." They said it first too. I was like, these people they must be joking. So we move on talking and we're about concluding. They were like, okay, so want to boost, how many followers do you like to have? Because it's 10K up we're giving you. I was like,
Thank you. From where?
from where? And they were like, oh, you know how they do it, right? It's not bots, that real followers. Don't be fooled. They're lying. Those things are bots. A big fat lie. I dropped the collaboration. I was like, you know what? I'll pass. Second, as I was saying, that's for your page, right? Like, those are just your own dynamics, your own priorities. Like, okay, I'm not going to boost my account and everything. Let it just grow. Anyway, it's growing. Let it just grow. And then secondly, you have to stick. You have to be firm. You have to develop tough skin, very tough skin. There will be people in your DMs like, let's end there.
They be your GMs. That's all.
Let's end there. Like, because like nowadays, somebody once told me that there's nothing good online, and you not make it there, right? So anytime I'm just like coming across, I'm like, so I have to prove this person wrong. No way. Like, so now I have to structure myself in such a way that, okay, when you're coming to my DM, you're coming for business. Like, anything other than that, my social media is strictly for business. Stop sending me DMs. I'm not going to reply. It's strictly for business. So if you come to me, text me, hi, hey,
No, no, they-
there's not going to reply. There's even somebody for that. There's not going to reply. Go straight to the point. My social media is not for fancy or to play. That's my business place. Even when people text me that have my WhatsApp contact, who are my, let's say, friends, right? Who text me on Instagram, I'm not, we cannot reply to that. My Instagram is strictly for business. Like, but if you're doing inquiries or anything, sure, there's going to be a reply. You're going to receive a reply, but any other thing, I am not interested.
Sha says she's not interested. Public service announcements. Now, you've built such an incredible career from content creation, not just for you. You've also been able to collaborate with brands, shoot content for other people over the years. You've created something out of the thing that was just fun for you. Sorry?
Yeah, you asked me for three. So the third one
Oh,
is
sweet.
collaborate with your peers, like people among you. I know you guys, when you start, you want to be like, okay, I want to be with this person or that person, but the people you're seeing there, right, they started with other people and they grew together. So for you to like get into their space will not be that easy. But if you focus with people that are around you and you guys collaborate and grow together, you see that you guys are going to move easily. Collaboration is very important because it opened doors for me. I hope it does for you too.
The contentpreneur has spoken. So, like I was saying, you've built such an incredible brand over the years through content and through the entrepreneurship brand that you've built, from a personal brand to your business brand. And it's something that is really commendable in a society where it's not regarded as work, it's just seen as a hobby, right? Now, if you could look back at the girl who didn't know that she was going to be sitting here today with collaborations with, a brand that people respect and look up to, if you could write a letter to her, what would that letter look like?
Oh, girl, you should have done more. I know it sounds like pushy, but maybe I should have done more. And I should have done more. Maybe I should have collaborated from the start more too with other people. And I think I'm someone who's very outgoing, but I like being on my own. I like being on my own. So I should have I would advise you collaborate more and you work with your peers, right?
Yeah.
Don't fight to compete. Like you just started. What are you fighting for?
What are you fighting for?
So I'll tell her you have picked. So you pick something and you stick to it. You fight for the cause to the end.
I think that's such a valid advice, because most times we are too jumpy. Oh, this looks shiny. Let's move to the shiny
This
thing.
is something. It's going to be boring at one point because you'll be like, "God, I'm just doing the same thing." And that is where you have to continue because like. It's in people are always searching for something new, like something. I'm just looking for something catchy, like I'm just going to do like, but it's going to be boring once you pick something and stick to it because you're going to be like, oh, this thing again. But that's how you get better. That's how you get best.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing your gems with us. This felt like a master class.
Okay.
In a little time, you've shared with us your experiences from you starting and you sticking to the cause, and also, just showing up and having thick skin, because I always tell people that I think the people that are God's strongest soldiers are content creators.
For real, you're going to listen to all kind of backlash.
But then you are here, you are seated here, you've grown into this incredible contentpreneur. Sorry. And it's so admirable to watch you grow and to watch you continue to do the thing that you love and do it with so much grace and elegance. So I want to tell you that I love what you're doing. Well done. And I know that this is just the iceberg to everything that you're going to do in the future and how you continue to evolve with time. Now, if you have any last words to upcoming UGC creators, content creators, videographers, people who are just watching you and have watched you grow and evolve to this point.
I want to say thank you. It would have never been possible without the support, like strangers, people I didn't even know, like they just rooted for me. I was so blown, taken apart. I want to say thank you. And if there's one thing you can do for yourself in this economy, is to develop thick skin, honestly. There's so many things that will test your boundaries, test your patience, and pick something, pick a course, pick whatever you're picking and stick to it. People should know you for that. So I usually see people saying that, okay, what do I do? I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. So generally, it's always best to be known for one thing, right? So then they know you for this. And then now from there now, you do other things. But make sure they know you for this. Because if they know you for everything, they don't know you for anything. Because they cannot say, okay, we're going to this person for this. You have like 10 things that you're doing. So pick something. Excuse me. Pick something. Be yourself as an authority there. And then now diverse into other things that support that.
Cameroonian said, bring all the jobs. I'll tell you the one that I'm not doing. But then, yes, it's important to be known for something that when there's something related to that, you're at the top of the mind, you're the top person that they get to, think about. So thank you once again for coming to Neuf, and thank you for solving our dilemmas.
Oh,
and make sure to send her your dilemmas. She always,
You're always welcome.
dissects dilemmas. And she said her DM is for business and dilemmas only, please. Please. She has made that clear. Public service announcement. So thank you once again, Mekang, for coming on the show. I had a great time. And I also learned.
Thank
learned a
you.
lot, and I hope to implement that. So guys, you know that this wasn't just any episode. It was a master class that we've offered to you from the most amazing contentpreneur. Make sure you follow her. We're going to put her social media handles. Make sure you follow her, support her, cheer her up, because she's been doing a whole lot, and you're going to learn a whole lot from her content, her life, and also her evolution. And I hope that the things that you've been able to learn here, you'll be able to, implement it to your journey as a creator, whether you're starting out, whether you've been there in a while. I'm sure there's always something for someone to learn. Well, until the next episode of Quoi, I remain your host, the voice JEMMA. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what part of the show you enjoyed the most. See you on the next episode.
Anyways, camera on me. Wait, before you put it. I've always wanted to do this. Welcome back. Hold on. Welcome to Quoi Enough podcast. I am Mekang the Contentpreneur, and today I will be your host. Anyways, thank you guys for having me on. Thank you so much, Gemma.
You're welcome.